Let's get right into this. Number 10. New accent after car accident. Some people wake up with a totally new accent. Right. Imagine going to sleep sounding like regular Ohio and waking up sounding like Sherlock Holmes ordering tea with emotional trauma. Doctors call it foreign accent syndrome. It's rare, like one in a few million, but real. A woman in Australia woke up sounding Irish. Another sounded French. Their brains didn't download Rosetta Stone. The speech area got rewired during the injury, and suddenly, your friends think you're role-playing. Meanwhile, everyday life becomes weird. Ordering coffee feels like a performance. People ask where you're from, and you're like, a hospital bed. The wild twist. Sometimes the accent fades. Sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, identity crisis, but make it fashionable. Number 9. Lazy teen becomes sudden genius. A kid goes from failing math to becoming a genius overnight. Basically every parent's dream and every teacher's worst PowerPoint. Cases exist like Jason Paget, who couldn't do basic algebra, got hit in the head, and suddenly saw the world in fractal geometry. Brain injury activated previously silent neural pathways, like a locked cheat code. But then your normal life becomes confusing, homework becomes meditation, friends become NPCs, and your biggest worry isn't school. It's trying not to accidentally reinvent physics before lunch. The catch? Genius often comes paired with anxiety, OCD, or isolation. So sure, upgraded brain, downgraded social skills. Number 8. Violent man becomes peaceful artist. People say a dangerous person can suddenly become calm and creative. Sounds like a bad Netflix redemption arc, but it's real. After brain trauma, damaged circuits can shut down rage responses and boost emotional regulation. One man with a criminal record woke up painting flowers like a misunderstood Disney princess. Neuroscience shows the frontal lobe controls restraint, empathy, impulse. Basically, the difference between hugging someone and punching them. Suddenly, the world feels softer. Music hits deeper. Sunlight feels personal. But here's the twist. Sometimes the new good version feels less real to them than the chaos they came from. Change isn't always peace. Sometimes it's exile. Number 7. Wakes up hating lifelong favorite foods. People wake up and suddenly hate their favorite food. Imagine loving pizza your whole life, then one day it tastes like sadness and wet socks. Taste and preference live partly in memory, partly in neural wiring. If those pathways glitch due to trauma, medication, infection, your brain politely decides, yeah, we're done with cheese. Some cases show people developing new cravings or even food aversions, similar to personality shifts after stroke. Relatable? Kinda. We all have that moment when something we love becomes embarrassing. A song, a hobby, an ex. The curveball, sometimes the new food obsession is super specific, like olives. Always olives. Why? No one knows. The brain is chaotic and petty. Number 6. Total personality flip after coma. People wake up from a coma completely different. Not just groggy, but new hobbies, fears, humor, values. Doctors call it personality reconstruction. One man woke up speaking in quotes. Another became religious after being atheist. Brain reboot equals unpredictable software update, like restarting a computer and suddenly it only runs ancient monk philosophy. Daily life becomes disorienting. Family expects the old version, but identity isn't memory, it's patterns. And when patterns change, relationships glitch. Twist? Sometimes the new personality feels more authentic than the original, like life hit reset and removed the trial version. Number 5. Suddenly fluent in unknown language. Someone wakes up fluent in a language they never learned. Sounds like reincarnation Wi-Fi. But rare cases exist, usually people exposed subconsciously to phrases before trauma. The brain stores everything, even that one Spanish cartoon or random airport announcement. After injury, those fragments reorganize and boom, discount fluency. But daily life becomes comedic. You try explaining it and people assume demon possession or Duolingo vengeance. The kicker, it's never a useful language like coding. It's always French, Mandarin, or ancient Greek. The universe loves drama. Number 4. Partner insists you're not the same. Someone wakes up and their partner swears they aren't the same person. That's either trauma science or the beginning of a horror film. Personality traits, emotional tone, attachment style, all can shift after brain changes. The person may feel familiar but emotionally foreign. It's like your memories stayed, but the software interpreting them got replaced. Relationships run on unwritten rules, tone, habits, tiny predictable things. Break those, and suddenly love feels like talking to a stranger wearing your partner's face. Twist, sometimes the relationship grows stronger, sometimes it ends. Because identity isn't just who we are, it's who we match. Number 3. Religious beliefs reversed overnight. Someone wakes up and their beliefs flip. Atheist to believer or believer to skeptic. Not subtle, like uninstalling your worldview and downloading the opposite. Studies link this to changes in the temporal lobe, the area tied to meaning, belief, and existential processing. People report feeling like they finally see the truth. Others feel betrayed by their own brain. Imagine waking up and suddenly Christmas feels symbolic, or terrifying, or irrelevant. The irony: the new version often believes the old version was the irrational one. The debate becomes a one-person argument. Number 2. New talents nobody can explain. Some people just wake up with insane new abilities. Art, music, math, writing. Like someone secretly installed a DLC. It's called acquired savant syndrome. Damage or disruption unlocks dormant neural areas. The talent doesn't feel learned, it feels remembered. But everyday life changes. You lose interest in small talk and suddenly care deeply about symmetry, color, or rhythm. The odd part: many report feeling like they're channeling, not creating, like the talent belonged to someone else first. Number 1. Claims of "this is not my life." Some people wake up convinced they're living someone else's story. It's not denial, it's depersonalization or identity dissociation. The world feels familiar but wrong. Faces recognizable but emotionally distant. Some describe it as waking up in the wrong save file. And the scariest part: there's no test to prove or disprove it, just vibes and confusion. The twist: sometimes after therapy and time, people find meaning in the new version, like life gave them a second draft.